Hi everyone, nice to see you. My name is Tammy. Our theme for our class is relieve lower back pain and sciatica. Now, if you've ever had lower back pain, which most of us have, or that sciatica pain, it could be immobilizing. It just does not feel good at all. We want to be releasing around the lower back, of course, but into the pelvis and the front and the back of our legs. We'll do that throughout our yin class. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and click on the thumbs up button if you like the video. Let's begin. Beginning, lying on the side of the body and roll over to your back. Turning your head towards the front, knees are bent here to help let the lower back rest. Place one hand onto the chest, one hand onto your belly. Close your eyes and let your back soften into the ground using your breath. We inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let go. Continue on with this breath. Two more times. Last cycle. Okay, take one knee into the chest and then the other knee into the chest. Your back softens again into the ground. Let your pelvis release down to the ground. With the inhale breath, we take that breath in, opening up through the body. And when we exhale, exhaling through your mouth, it really helps to let go. Sometimes we have a feeling of like building up tension into our chest. And of course that causes the tension into other parts, other areas of our body. Close your eyes, in cradle here, and your breath softens. Inhale breath, opening up through the chest, opening up through the sides of the body, opening up through your back. With the exhale breath being longer, you let go, exhale, releasing everything down to the ground, letting yourself melt. With every exhale, feel yourself coming closer to the ground, letting go. Coming out of cradle, taking the left foot down to the ground first. Keep the right knee in towards the chest. Extend your left leg on the ground. If that works for you, you can have the knee bent here still. So just one knee in towards the chest, we hold. Your eyes are closed. You shall change legs, drawing the left foot back towards your body and tucking both knees into the chest again for cradle. Then we take the right foot down to the ground, slide your heel away, or the knee remains bent. Feeling that stretch into the back of your hip, front of the thigh. Right thigh this time. Now before I taught, I was getting my son ready for bed. And he said to me, "Mom, I wish you didn't have to teach tonight." And I said, "Why?" Because of course I love yoga and I love teaching. And he said, "So that you can have a rest." And I said, "You know what? Teaching yoga and being part of the class and connecting with others, that's really nice for me. It's really calming and it is restful." So coming back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, we soften. Bringing your right heel back towards the chest and tucking both knees in towards the chest, we hold. Making our way to bridge, right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground, seeing if you can touch your heels. Having your props beside you, just having them ready to go. For bridge, it is supported bridge. We place a block underneath of our pelvis. I'll just roll over to my side and get my block. I'll place it on the medium height here, so not the lowest, but medium. Always looking up to the sky. When you are in bridge, we place our block or pillow, something to be able to support our pelvis just at your sacrum. So above the tailbone, at the sacrum, lower back, we hold. Your hands may come down to the ground. Close your eyes. Let your pelvis rest onto support. Use your exhale breath to help you let go. Slowly coming out of supported bridge, removing your prop from underneath on your pelvis, drawing your pelvis down to the ground, taking your knees into the chest again for cradle. Then we take our left foot down to the ground, cross your right ankle over top of the left knee, threading the needle. You may hold here, and now this is getting that stretch into the sciatica. So your sciatica running, if you have ever had that pain, it's coming into the back of the hip and running down your leg. And you wrap your hands around the left leg, draw the knee in towards the chest. We hold. You may have your hands underneath your knee pit or on top of the left knee. Come back to your breath. Breathing into the chest, breathing into any areas of tension. Expand through your chest, through your belly, and exhale, let go. Feel your pelvis let go with the exhale breath. Taking your time, come out of threading the needle, taking the left foot down to the ground, uncrossing the ankle. Into the other side, left ankle crosses over top of the right knee. You may hold here or picking up the left foot, stretching to the other side of the pelvis into your sciatica. Close your eyes. Let the right leg hang down. We release from threading the needle on the other side. Take the right foot down to the ground. Both knees making their way back into the chest, cradle. Now to stirrup or happy baby. We turn the knees out to the armpits. You may hold underneath the knee pits again, or ankles, or outside edges of your feet. Turning the knees out. Nice big opening through our pelvis. Here you might, with the opening that I'm doing, you might find that your hip flexors, so the front, the leg, top of the quad is a little bit tight, so you could hold underneath of the knee pits. Let go a little bit there. Come back to your breath. Coming out of stirrup, nice and slow. Back towards the chest for cradle, we hold. Take the right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground, right arm overhead, roll over to the right side to fetal, and slowly make your way up. Here. Deer pose. Turning towards the front of the mat. Left leg comes in front, right leg is behind. You may have a little flex through your feet here. Pelvic tilt. You may hold or add a twist. Twisting over to the right side. You can also do a fold forward, but sometimes then you miss that stretch through the hip flexors, here top of the quad. So just finding what it'll be nice for you to feel the stretch into the hip flexors. Hip flexors wrap around to the lower back. We release through the shoulders. We do a tip of the chin. Just a little tip of the chin towards the chest. Relax, relax, relax. Slowly making your way out of the twist and sitting back. Okay, to the other side. Right leg in front, left leg comes behind. Hold, pelvic tilt. Add the twist. We do the fold forward too. Slowly coming out of the twist, releasing pelvic tilt. Taking both legs forward, take your hands behind. Feet wider than the hips, windshield wiper, knees side to side. We hold. If you have some pillows that you can use for props or lying on the side of the body without a pillow, you can take the right top leg back and hold like this. Or it really is a lot nicer if you do have pillows that you can lie on. I mean, use my bolster and it is really firm. So you can stack up the pillows so that it's firm and tuck the side of your body in towards your hip. Top leg comes back. So the same idea. I come over to the side of my body. So turn towards your pillows. Come towards the side of the body. Sorry, not the side, front of your body. Hold and turn the cheek to rest. Or you can lie on the side of your body. You can also make it incline. If you would like more of a twist into the spine here, you may turn your head the opposite way. This is definitely a nice restorative pose here. You don't even have to have your legs coming back, or the top leg coming back. You may have your body tucked in towards your pillows or your bolster. Finding what will work for you. Making our way out the sideline pose. Cattail, the leg is back here, coming up, nice and slow. Into the other side. You may turn your body over to the other way. Remember, you may lie on the side of the body without a pillow too. Tuck in towards, fold forward, tuck, and let the cheek rest. Slowly start to make your way out. Coming up. Slow. Moving your props to the side. Making your way to cat-cow. So all fours, tabletop. Toes down to the ground. We hold. Sit back into the heels. Come forward. Inhale to cow, sorry. Draw the tailbone up first and roll the heart up last. Exhale, big arch for cat. Inhale to cow. Tipping your tailbone up and then heart up. Exhale, big arch for cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cow, cat. Then to a neutral spine, we hold. Sit back into the heels again. Coming up, all fours, looking down towards the ground, release through the shoulders. So take them down, draw the shoulder blades down, your back. Continue to hold, relax your head. Uncurl the toes, sitting back into the heels. Here we have child's pose, arms forward or arms by the side of the body. Let the forehead rest. Lots of ways to let the forehead rest. You may stack your fists too, or letting your forehead rest onto your hands or the back. If this does not work for your knees, you may lie on the side of the body, take your knees in towards the chest, or cradle like we did right at the beginning that we always came back to cradle for the transition. Feel that nice length coming through the spine. Feel yourself rested. Slowly making your way out of child's pose to all fours, toes down to the ground. Our next pose is dragon. Step forward with the right hand, left hand into downward facing dog. First of all, we alternate knee bends, pedal it out. Hold downward facing dog on the balls of the feet. Take the right leg straight up to the air to three-legged dog. Now, bend through the knees, step onto the outside of the right wrist. Okay, nice big opening through our pelvis here, onto the outside of the right side. Knee comes down to the ground, also getting the stretch into our hip flexors. Draw the pelvis down to the ground. Take the forearms down to the ground too for a deeper stretch. If your hands are on the mat, imagine pushing away from the mat. with the finger pads. You're gripping but pushing away, so you lift up, take the pressure off the wrist. Your head hangs and let go. Holding dragon for another 30 seconds. Okay, let's take 15 seconds to make our way out of dragon. Nice and slow because this is such a big stretch into our pelvis, into the front of the quad. Take the knee off the ground. You can come back to all fours to child's pose at any time too. Step back to downward facing dog. Hold here, and now three-legged dog. Left leg lifts to the sky. Bend to the knee and step onto the outside of the left wrist. Okay, here, take the knee down, pelvic tilt down. That nice big opening. The front of the thigh into the outside of the pelvis. Release your head down to the ground. Deeper stretch into outside of the hip would be lowering your arms down to the ground, so on the forearms. Use the exhale breath to let yourself go. Let your pelvis come down to the ground. Is your head hanging? Let it hang. How was your breath? Relax your shoulders. Let any buildup of tension into the chest let go. Use the exhale breath to help. 30 more seconds. Okay, slowly, slowly, slowly coming out of dragon. Okay, hands coming back down towards the mat, knee coming off of the mat, taking the foot back, downward facing dog, bend through the knees, take the knees down to the ground, all fours. We hold first, and then come over to the side of your body, turn, legs towards the front of the mat. Now, some of you know that dragon wasn't my favorite before, but now I love it. But it is such a big opening in through your pelvis, into the front of the thigh, that you do still have to be careful with it. Taking your mat, or sorry, yeah, you could do that too, but you taking your pillow or bolster, placing it over top of the legs. This is caterpillar. I like to remove the fleshy part from my bottom, so I'm on my sits bones. We have a nice fold forward. We get that stretch into the hamstrings. Find where it's comfortable for you. Your forehead may rest down to your hands, or you can let the cheek rest onto your pillow. You can also do a fold forward without a pillow or a bolster. Another option would be having a mat or blanket. Blanket's usually easier, or a towel underneath of the knees. Take pressure off of the lower back that way too when you do fold forward, because it is a big stretch into the hamstrings. Let's slowly make our way out of caterpillar. Putting whatever props that you used onto the side, bend through the knees. Take your hands behind your back first. Feet wider than the hips, windshield wiper, knees side to side. The pelvis, massage, and release. Our last pose, Shavasana. Shavasana may be on the side of the body, on your back. You may have that blanket or towel underneath the knees or knees bent too. I'm going to come into a seated pose here. You may do the same too to help with meditation. Close your eyes, turning inward to yourself. We come into stillness. Just take your time, though, and then coming into stillness. So here we have our eyes closed, our facial muscles soften, our lips part. Feeling a calm, a softness around you. Feeling that calm from within, from your center. Letting that calm spread throughout your body. A softening. We'll be in Shavasana for a few minutes. We'll call you back when it is time. Slowly coming back. You may notice sounds around you, different smells. Noticing the surface that you're lying on, sitting on. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Notice your breath. If you are lying down on the ground, you may slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Placing your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I hope that the class has helped you to feel relief into your back, into your legs, pelvis. Let yourself enjoy this calm. Namaste. You're welcome, Danny.